The longtime suspect in the 2005 disappearance of Natalee Holloway has now admitted he killed her on a beach in Aruba. Joran has never been charged for the Alabama teenager's death. He agreed to provide the details as part of a plea deal in an extortion case. Janet Shamlian was in the court as Holloway's mother read a victim's impact statement. Janet, good morning.
Nate, good morning to you. So the courtroom was filled with family members and Natalee's high school friends, now in the 30s. Many of them were in tears as Beth Holloway described how Natalee would likely be a mother now. We also learned the details about how Natalee died and want to warn viewers this morning, they are disturbing.
Joran Sloot is no longer the suspect in my daughter's murder. He is the killer.
Finally, for Beth Holloway, the desperate search for answers is over.
The never-ending nightmare is over. And to me, that's better than closure.
Joran Sloot told authorities he killed 18-year-old Natalee Holloway on an Aruba beach after she kneed him in the groin and refused to have sex. In horrific detail, he described smashing her head with a cinder block and dragging her body into the water.
She was killed just by standing her ground.
But you didn't know that before.
No, I didn't know anything.
She fought for her life.
She did. And I was so proud of her.
The account, part of a plea deal after Sloot was indicted for extortion and fraud after he demanded $250,000 from Beth Holloway in exchange for details about what happened. In a courtroom filled with family and Natalee's friends, Beth Holloway said Natalee would be 36 years old now. She would be married, have children, my grandchildren. But you destroyed all this when you bludgeoned her to death. The teen's disappearance made headlines for years and was the subject of books and movies. But for a mom, it was all very personal.
Do you have peace?
Yes, I do. I have peace. Felt very victorious, too.
It did?
Yeah.
Plea bargains don't necessarily make everyone happy.
CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman says this type of plea deal is rare.
But in this case, you have a mother who, under the circumstances, feels that this plea bargain was in the best interest of justice.
Sloot was sentenced to the 20-year maximum, but will serve it in Peru at the same time he serves a sentence for the murder of a young woman there.
Was it worth the trade-off that you made to get that information?
I don't even think it was a trade-off. I don't think it was. I fought like hell in 2005 to keep him in jail. And so you know what? I did what I was supposed to do. I'm a mother. I'm not the law enforcement in Aruba.
Sloot's account was subject to a polygraph test and investigation. And when I sat down with Beth Holloway yesterday, she told me that she believes what Sloot said this time that happened is absolutely the truth. Tony?
Boy, Janet, it's amazing to hear Beth Holloway use words like peace and victorious. It's certainly good to hear those words, some closure and all this. Thank you very much.
She's so calm and so poised. Joran Sloot is a horrible, deranged human being.
Absolutely.
He has put this family through hell. And this story attracted so much attention because it happened when she was on her senior class trip. We've all had kids. You go on the senior class trip. It's your last hurrah before you go to college. And he smirked at the family. He taunted the family. So to see Beth have, I guess...
Gave her false hope.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And now he's found Jesus, which we don't want to hear at this time. He's apologizing to Beth, says he's found Jesus.
Yeah.
We don't care about that
It's late for that, for the Holloway family.